Hello, hello. Well, this is Marilyn Robinson, and welcome to my library. I wanted to share some thoughts about relationships. Relationships are really a partnership, and when you think of the word partner, you think of two people. So two people have to be together and working together in synergy to really make that partnership work. So it doesn't just naturally grow. You have to feed it. You have to think about it. You have to work on it, and you need to be present. I think the most important thing is communication. People think differently and react differently, so you have to take that into consideration. And so communicating and being able to articulate what it is you're feeling and wanting is really important in a relationship. The other thing is really being able to listen. Listening skills are very important in any relationship, work or home. And so when you're listening, you're actively thinking about what they're talking about. You're not thinking about what you're going to say next. You're listening to what they're saying. You're complimenting them. You're giving them those cues that you understand and that you're participating in that conversation. This shows love. This shows that you really care about them and that you want, you want to hear from them. Now, there is two sides to that. My husband, he likes to problem solve and loves to share his solutions to his problems. And I'm a people person, so I like to tell stories about people and the silly things they do. And so we kind of both get burnt out on the other person's story. We both tend to go a little long in our descriptions. And so we've learned to communicate and say and be able to say without offending the other person that, hey, that's good. My bucket's full, and I really appreciate you sharing, and I'm glad you had so much fun doing whatever it is that you did. Another thing that Covey talks about is seek first to understand and then to be heard and understood. So what that means to me is that means that first you should focus on what the needs are of the person that you're partnering with. And also then you have the right to be able to express your feelings and how and what you're doing, and that gives you the opportunity to be understood. So it is a two-way street. It's not just one way, and being able to openly communicate and like I say, my stories get a little verbose and my husband gets into a little too much detail on his solutions, and we're able to say, okay, I got the idea, that's great, thanks for sharing, and he doesn't take offense. And when he asked me to get to the climax of the story, I understand I've burnt him out and I just need to wrap up what I'm trying to share with him. The thing is that having a happy partnership at home really takes it into the rest of your life. So if you have a good supporting and happy relationship at home, that gives you self-confidence and motivation to go with a lot of energy to work and be productive. And then use those communication skills that you've developed at home to work with your coworkers or to talk with your boss. So it really does roll over into your other areas of your life. And I think the call to action that I want to ask you to consider is find ways to nurture your relationship. Understand what your partner enjoys and go out of your way to give that to them. And one way you can do that is by taking the 5 love language test and really understanding what is important to them. There's 5 different types of love language, and you can go to, it's actually, the website is 5lovelanguages.com. Take the test, and then it's a great discussion item, something to really talk about. My husband's top is quality time. Well, what is quality time for him? Quality time for me is totally different than quality time for him. And mine first love language is words of affirmation. And so I need to hear that he appreciates the fact that I slave over the stove and produce these awesome meals. And he does that every time. He loves my cooking, and I get rewarded by the compliments he gives me. And then, it was interesting because both of us basically, think the gifts are low on our list. They're like the fifth one. And so we don't really need to give each other gifts. We're not those, that's not a love language for us. So consider taking that. If you are having questions and struggling with your relationship, I'm here to help. Please, please reach out, ask me some questions, and maybe I can get you started on the right path to making that partnership more of a soulmate relationship. And I'm happy that you were here with me, and I hope you found this useful and gave you some food for thought. Take care. Bye-bye.